Okay. I do always have a lot to say. That is no joke. Welcome to Cameshiar Reviews, and this is a review of Ready to Love. The Masquerade Ball. Everybody came dressed to impress. They didn't leave us bored either. It was a very entertaining episode. But like I said, let's start from the beginning. One of the stars of the evening when Liz walked in, everybody stopped and paid attention. It went from the church girl, like they call her, the church doors will be open and all this, to who that? Liz was getting that attention. Liz actually got to know somebody else. When Tommy says these things like, get to know somebody new or, branch out and do something different, it makes sense if you think about it, because you're at a masquerade party and yes, you're wearing masks and yes, you remove them. But take down the walls and literally just have a good time. She was talking to, I think it was Jason, and Jason was just like, and I thought it was very sweet, the interaction they were having with each other. I think her hair got in her face and he kind of moved it, and it was very, ooh. And then he was feeling some type of way because she had her hand on his knee. I was like, okay. And he was like I said before, in the back of her mind, she's like, David. And she's like, hey, what's your name, baby? So she's getting to know other people and looking good in that dress. We have the freaking frack. If you guys missed the interview with Stacy and Chris, please go check it out. It is up on my live YouTube. Hey, go check it out. So anyway, freaking frack is who they call Stacy and Chris. And there was some negativity being said because, well, Stacy was looking out for her friend. She went on a date with Ron, even though she knew that her friend was interested. And I think she was more loyal to her friend than, wanting to get to know Ron. And so she made statements like, hey, you're a single man, you're a strong man, you gonna talk to my girl, what's going on, whoop, 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 whoop. And Ron was very irritated, like, look, I'm not your child, I don't need, And I just think that she was looking out for a friend. She was looking at it like this, I'm not gonna date him, I can't. My BFF is interested, very interested. So let me do what I can do to get them back on track. It just irritated him. And then not only that, and I've said this before, I'm Ready to Love. If one person says something bad about one of the, the girls or the guys, I'm not saying it completely influences their decision. But to be honest, I can see how it could sway if a lot of people are talking about one person. Now, calling them freaking frack and saying they spend too much time together. Chris said that. Dietrich was like, one without the other. The guys were being very vocal about their feelings about the ladies. They weren't holding back in this episode. I noticed that. It was very much 100%. It was very much straight to the point. It was very much, I don't have time for that.com. And so, like I said, they were very vocal about the women and how they felt. Once they put Stacy and Chris in freaking frack, once that happened, they were I won't say pigeonholed. They was in this box. They were looking out for each other, having each other's back, and I felt like, it did seem like the guys were intimidated. It was very evident that 90% of the men didn't like it. And then, from there, when they go to the back room and speak, it's very evident. They say Stacy's name more than one time. Well, I would understand with her. She was very aggressive, and I do not understand why men have issues with women who are very strong, opinionated, straightforward, knows what she wants type of female, and men either get intimidated or they don't want to deal with it. I don't know what the answer to that is. But I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. Okay, so anyway, Muesli on over. Nephew Tommy comes through clean as a broke dick dog and brings his queen to stand by his side. I really hope she comes to the reunion because she is everything too. Okay, they were both really cute. I like how they kind of separated. He was kind of talking to the guys, she was talking to the ladies. And, just like when Chris was there and when Stacy was there, even when they was talking to Nephew Tommy's wife, they was like, I'm not about to chase after no man. Which I have to admit, it does seem like it does seem like they were intimidated and they were looking for a reason to get. Well, I'm not gonna say looking for a reason to get rid of. I'm not gonna say that. It just you used an excuse for Stacy. She's aggressive, so a man not handle aggressive women. This is me playing devil advocate because, of course, I know that I don't see everything. I know production is going to edit, cut, and show certain things we as viewers will not see. It won't come out later on in the wash or the reunion or whatever. Okay, but they did kind of hone in on Stacy quickly. The freaking frack to me, truth about it, made it very easy for everybody to jump on that bandwagon because once it was brought up at the masquerade ball, and then when they went back to the man cave and spoke about it, that was the first thing that they said. Now I remember watching, I was saying to myself, "Oh my God, Stacy, they are gonna freaking no." But I was like, look, be yourself. If at that moment you feel like you need to be aggressive about something, especially you're looking out for your friend, how can anyone say no, don't do that? She's looking out for her friend. Why is it that a woman that is cool with somebody, they do become sisters, so to speak, they become best friends? Why is that a bad thing? I'm pretty sure there's not an answer for that. So let's get back to the party and we'll go back to the man cave. Chrysanthemum was there with Ron and they were talking and she was like pretty much saying, well, who's your number one? She asked her that before they went skating. He kind of was giving her some smart comments because he's feeling like cornered, like he's being forced the same way allegedly freaking Frack was making them choose and all this, that. And so Alexis Fly comes in with that beautiful dress, looking like, you look like a little wedding dress, like, I'm ready. Hey, okay. And when she comes in, some of the men were kind of like, oh, Alexis. And, Chrysanthemum made a comment, but to me, it really wasn't towards Alexis. I felt like the comment was towards Ron, like, oh, I see you running to your number one. So, because I feel like to Chrysanthemum, excuse me, I did not want to butcher her name, or anyone's name. She probably feels like, oh, this whole time you acting like we right here, but at the end of the day, you had you right here, you right here, you right here. Okay. When he did go over to Alexis, Alexis broke it down like she always does. And she simply asked him, look, when we was back in the meeting, us ladies, when we were talking, Stacy and Chris made it seem like that, y'all had something going on. Like, he was really heavy. And in the midst of her talking, he was like, you're my number one. I was like, oh. He said that just straight up. Okay? Ron was like, made it very clear, Alexis. I knew then, because when they brought Freaking Freck up, I said, well, who'd be the third person? But then I thought about the date with Dietrich and how he spoke about Tressa, how there was nothing there. That he was almost forcing flirting with her. And I can't wait to hear the behind the scenes in the gray area with Tressa, because I'm like, nobody was attractive to her? That whole scene bothered me so much. Because the men pretty much talked about Stacy and Chris, and then spoke up about Tressa. And they pretty much all was like, we're not attracted to her. She's the queen. She deserves the king, but not any of us. So when Joe was talking to her, and I remember, she said, Joe, you can't look at me, because his head was down. His head was down. And then when she said, look, whenever they take the person out at the end and they're about to, give them their walking papers, like, you're not ready to love. The part that really bothers me is when they sit him down. Like, she was like, oh, I'm happy that I finally, he asked me out on a date. I was like, I can't stand that. I cannot stand that part of ready to love where you make the person, they're, I really want to know, and if a Ready to Love cast member can answer this, do you legit not know that you are one of the ones that are going to be sent home that day when you go down there for coffee or snacks or a dinner or whatever it is, lunch? Tressa, what's up, mama? Seeing her sitting there and getting emotional, it was very frustrating for me to watch, and I feel bad. I would say this: if a man's not attracted to you, you don't want that anyway. And who would want a forced situation, relationship, anything? Who would want that? You want a man that's genuinely attracted to you. He wants you. TV cameras on or off. But when he told her or broke the news that, nobody or majority of them didn't feel, they felt the homie vibes for a woman of a particular age or even size, it's a blow. Like, nobody wanted to keep me around. You start questioning yourself and how you look and what's going on. Why is it that? And when Stacy, when they told her, because they did a double eviction, I was like, ooh, double, doop, doop. I was like, ooh. I was like, you made it a point to do a double because you wanted to get rid of two women today? That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So when he told Stacy, when she got emotional, it just, I was like, oh, especially when he brought the kids up, because I'm pretty sure them kids was like watching the show. See, I can't wait to see mama come home with such a, ooh, I think she should come home. And so I saw her getting upset about that, and I understood that. I was like, oof. And for him, who was that? Some of the comments that they said to the women, like Ron. Now, hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to look at my video and in the comments that I saw. Oh yes, Ron said when he was talking to Alexis, if Chris keep doing this, she gonna stay at surface level. I was like, bro, what? I was like, come on, man. Are you serious? So we in the ocean and she at surface level? Interesting. A lot of people have been dragging Stacey in the comments on social media. First, they were saying that they felt like Stacey was trying to control the conversation and sway the women to get rid of David. This time around, that the freaking frag situation and how aggressive she was with the men. But just like something that Stacey said, where's the transparency? Because if you felt this way about me, speaking to David or anybody else, nobody approached me. Nobody tried to get with me. She didn't say that, but I want to hear what Chris has to say. I got a feeling it's going to be so much. But Chris seemed very irritated when Ron did that and kind of went off with Fly. Okay, so we got the party, we got the shade with Chris, we got Alexis. Alexis did question something. She said, "Do you think that that she wants beauty for the right reasons?" I was like, "Woo." When these videos play back, that's all I got to say. But you have to keep it real with yourself. If you want to ask that question, you're in a reality show, okay, somebody is gonna see me ask you this question, and they probably are not gonna like it. I mean, that does happen, like all the time in reality shows, and I know that would happen to me. I know it would, because I'm willing to ask the question. It doesn't bother me at all. So anyway, it's the party. You got the shade, the beautiful outfits. Everybody was dressed to impress. Everybody was dancing, having a good time. We saw Tommy and his beautiful queen was there. But the elimination of the two queens, that was a heart tugger for me. I know that they have to do that, and I know that not everyone's going to be attracted to everyone. I understand. I get it. But still, at the end of the day, why is it that a plus, and I wouldn't even say plus, a juicy woman like herself can't find anyone on TV? It's almost like TV saying, well, we can't find you one either, baby. Okay, you tried all the little apps and everything, but you gonna come on an all black dating show. Thought you gonna find my baby? I'm sorry. I mean, I could just say some older person at the door with the cigarette. I'm sorry. You'd be like, wait, what? What happened? And then I feel like when they tell them you're going on a date, a lunch date, and you get all dressed up, like, oh, we finally get the, and you see when this scene as it's coming in, you hear him saying, oh, I finally get to go out with such and such. This whole time I'm trying to go out with him, just for him to say, you are not ready to love. I'll let you think on that. Chrysanthemum said on my interview yesterday that from going forward here, it's going to probably be some drama. They wanted to separate Chrysanthemum and Stacey so bad, and they got their wish because she's the one that got sent home along with Tressa. Because I think they need to be a recount. It's reality TV. It's a competition. You do got to battle. You do got to put your best foot forward in order to stay in the game. That's just a part of life itself too. So those two, unfortunately, were eliminated from the competition today. It's unfortunate, but it's a part of the show, and you sign up for it every day. You sign up knowing that you can go home the first day to the staying to the last day. Take a chance every time. It's hard to say where everything is going now because it seems like a person could be feeling somebody and then another person can walk in with a different outfit on, different hair, say a phrase a certain way. Next thing you know, they. I enjoyed the masquerade ball, the fun, the festivities. I did like the way they incorporated nephew Tommy and his wife. I thought that was a beautiful thing. The dancing, even a little bit of a drama there. Trust. Let me tell you something, Mama. You gonna find your king. It's just not gonna be on there, unfortunately. A woman gotta be a certain type of shape to find love. Get out of here. I know I ain't gonna make it. I did put the preview up on my Instagram. Y'all want to check out the preview of the next episode. But like I said, here on out, there's gonna be some firecrackers. Gonna be some pop, pop, pop. You know who I like? I think Amber and KG are cute together. And Joelle, Vernicia, yes. I think those two are like, gold couples, but I know how things can turn for the worse. So I'm going to take that wait and see approach. Not about to be on here talking about like I did last year. My favorite couple. They're going to make it. Next week, they sent him home. Like I said, I think I covered everything from the ball and even after the ball and the men's lounge. Oh, well, let's talk about that real quick. When they was in the men's lounge speaking about the ladies, they was going hard on Miss Stacy. She should be able to make a comment and should not be taken to a point where, she's too aggressive, she's too mean. It should not be taken that way. Ugh. Anyway, y'all, that is all that I have today for Ready to Love. The men were talking about the women. Let me say this real quick. I need for the women to come through with the extra heat next week. I need you to come through because you guys, the decision is in your hands. There should be no more pussyfooting around. Okay, friend, clicks, nothing. If we are not matching, you're out. If I don't match with you, we don't need to do anything. Why are you even here? We should not be going on kind of date because I don't like you. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you that way. See, to me, that's why I said with the whole thing with trust, it's unfortunate and it's sad, but if the guys are not attracted to her, it's doing her disservice because she can find somebody that actually is. So her leaving the show is the best thing. I'm pretty sure it stung. It's on TV. Which I felt so bad watching her get a little emotional. So that's my review on Cameshiar Reviews. Make sure you guys come back, like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out all my interviews. I have it on one playlist. Okay, go check out all my other videos as well. And always hit the reminder bell when I go live, pre-live, so you don't miss it. Okay? I can't find my cursor. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm gone.